Oh, welcome back. So last year when racist posters with a picture of a Sikh man popped up across the University of Alberta, my next guest saw a teaching opportunity. And now they are here to teach the Canada Day crowds. Oh, they're the bells. Joining me now from the World Sikh Organization, Steeven Singh Toor and Guntaas Cheema. Great to have you guys here.
Thank you for having me.
Let's talk about that moment. And Guntaas, maybe I'll bring you here because I'm going to make sure that we hear you. Let's talk about that moment, that happened last year and what resulted out of that.
Okay, so last year we had some F Here Turban posters put up at U of A. And so from that event, we saw the community actually come together. So from various different communities coming together to tie turbans on fellow Canadians. And so what that did was kind of help reach out to the community and educate what this turban signifies and then what the significance behind a turban is. So.
I think we're going to bring in a chair because you guys are going to demonstrate Guntaas.
Yeah.
You're going to help me with this.
Yes, absolutely.
Okay, great. So, and I'll ask you a couple questions as we're doing this. So I'm going to take a seat. Watch the dress, Lens. Okay. All right. So let's talk about, as you're doing this, Guntaas, thank you. Let's talk about the significance, firstly, of the turban.
So a turban is almost an identity for a Sikh. So it identifies you as a Sikh being, and you can almost from the turban itself, you can identify that you're a Sikh, and we had almost adorn it as a crown. So as you'll see, we're wrapping it layer by layer. This is purposely done, so there's a function to this. So it's not a hat, and so we tie it with great pride, which is why we take so much care into tying the turban. And so whenever you see this turban, it's almost deliberately tied, so you can tell it's a Sikh turban.
Okay, and talk to me about what kind of questions you have received from people
Absolutely.
sitting in a chair like me.
Absolutely. So many times we get a lot of questions from people that are sometimes just too afraid to ask. And when we do get people asking questions, it's along the lines of how heavy is it? Does it feel warm on your head?
How long is it?
Yeah,
how long is it?
This is about five meters.
It varies per person,
Yeah.
depending on their own personal preferences.
Okay.
And
So this one would typically be
5 meters.
5
Yeah.
meters.
so generally men's are longer than women's.
Yeah.
But then again, it varies per person.
What about color choice?
Color choice is personal preference again. I mean, there are colors that are significant to the Sikh faith. So the kind of deep indigo navy blue and the yellow bright saffron color, those are national Sikh colors. So
Look, you are fast. Look at this.
Yes.
We are almost done. Okay, so we're going to go over to Kelsey, but I want to let everybody know that we're going to finish off here at Guntaas, right?
Okay.
And we're going to take some pictures, and we'll show you the finished product on social media. So you can always head to our Twitter account, Instagram feed, all of that. Guys, thanks so much for being here. We
No
really,
worries.
really
Thank you so much for
appreciate
having
it.
us. We're really
Happy
happy.
Canada Day.
Yes.
Happy
All right,
Canada
Kels,
Day.
over to you.